Pleasure to welcome all of you once again on yet another episode of The Pep Talk with me, Sudeep Nag. Today I'm going to discuss a very important topic, particularly for the leadership, personality development, and executive presence for leaders and managers. So, how to lead with character, influence with presence, and inspire the confidence. Let's see what we are going to discuss today in this video. Foundation of personality and self awareness, emotional intelligence and trust, presence in every interactions, executive presence, the three pillars, gravitas, communication, and appearance, and leading with composure and influence, and personal action plan. So if you see the framework of personality development, it consists of various things: communication, clear, active listening, open dialogue, growth mindset, very important. Fixed mindset versus growth mindset. So, growth mindset, learning, adaptability, resilience, change adaptability, teamwork. Obviously, you are handling large teams. So, communication with team, collaboration, trust, cooperation, and confidence. Under what? Not normal only situations, stressful situations, decisive situations, self assured presence for others, emotional intelligence, having empathy, which is one of the greatest qualities required right now, and then show it in your social skills and decision making, problem solving, and so on. So, what really is personality development at this level? So, it is nothing but the thoughts, the feelings, your behavior that shapes how you are perceiving a particular scenario, situation. So, it's basically situational leadership style also and relates to others and how you respond under pressure. That is important. And it is not fixed, it changes with situations. So, for leaders and managers, how you react to criticisms, conflicts, how you handle them, how you ensure that the team trust is built up consistently, you actually perform under pressure consistently, and easily people follow your lead, so you are able to influence them without trying hard. So technical skills, personality and presence are more important, because technical skills will get you there, but beyond that, these are what is needed. So teams, when disengagement happens, and and the manager is not consistent, then situation is demanding. What happens? It's self awareness. Are you aware, or are you ego driven? That's the thing. So iceberg principle in this regard is your behavior that is visible, like how you're behaving in general, your words, body language, what you wear, etc. But what is more important when you are tested is your values, under pressure, under stress, under those decisive moments, your values, what you believe in, your beliefs, not just assuming things, what you already, believe around yourself and what you see the world as. Your motives is very important. You will be pushed in that scenarios, your traits and self-image, what you have for yourself, because under pressure it tends to get distorted, and emotion, how you manage and understand those triggers. So the framework ocean. So the core dimensions like openness, how open you are, approachable you are, how comfortable you are talking to. Even nowadays, the generation gap, how well you are handling. Conscientiousness is discipline, reliability, follow through, extraversion, energy drawn from people and actions, and then agreeableness, warm, cooperative with empathy. As I said, there are diversities in your team, there are generation gaps, there are multiple roles, how you are handling that, and neurotism. So, emotional sensitivity to stress and setbacks. Setbacks important. So, Johari window in this context, again, your personality is built up based on this framework, where your open area should be more rather than the hidden area, and the blind spot should be reduced, and an unknown area you can reduce by discovering your potential really. But in this framework, in the four windows, you have to have the open area as much as bigger as possible. So emotional intelligence for leaders, managers, self-awareness. This is the framework, general framework. How you self-regulate, how you motivate yourself and others. You actually empathize? It matters after a long time. Means in a long run, it matters. And social skills. So if you have to sustain this personality and executive presence, you need to have the framework. And this is important. Fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Most organization and most leaders today face this, because if you have a fixed mindset, you can't grow, and if you can't grow, you are going to then be stagnant, and all the issues around this issue of not having the growth mindset will bother you a lot. So what is the difference is, in a fixed mindset, the person is I am says I am not a number person, avoids challenging and risk taking, and sees feedback as criticism, threatens by others' success because you are stagnant. You don't want to move, you don't want to take a risk. So changes are constant. Whereas in growth mindset, I am not good yet, but I'm learning, I'm overcoming, I'm getting there. Seeks out for stretched assignment, challenges himself, and treats feedback as data to improve, and inspired by others' success. Body language, posture, eye contact, gesture, facial expressions, and space, and very important, space. So these are all intellectual and body language related. The concept has to be there and the composure has to be there. Now, what is executive presence? Is executive presence is the ability to project your confidence, credibility, and command in that boardroom. You are without speaking a word. Your gravitas matters. Your presence will show. As a senior level, judgment is assessed in moments, in meetings, in hallway talks, in small conversations. Technical competence gets you promoted again, but it cannot make your presence be felt. Only that. Uh, People follow how you carry yourself. So, executive presence, you have to give importance. Gravitas, confidence, decisiveness, integrity, grace under pressure, communication, not in general, but how much you listen, how much you're able to tell a story, how much you're able to read others, and your appearance, how well you're groomed, how you are portraying yourself, how you are in sync with your presence. Gravitas is all about confidence, decisiveness, confident decisions, integrity, again under pressure, how you maintain your composure. Communication, voice modulation, pauses, structures. It should be a treat. You speak less, but it should be a treat. People should remember it. Appearance in person, how well groomed you are, how confidently you are reacting and handling or having these handshakes with others, and how your calmness is shown in front of a large crowd or important clients, even virtually. How you project on the screen, how you face the camera, how you are dressed up, even then. So, building trust and influencing as a leader, so it builds the executive presence. Consistency has to be there. It can't be one or two. Then you have that image built. Transparency should be there. Otherwise, what happens is people are not sure of it. So, whatever decision you take, people should understand the logic. Visibility, you should be present, you should be reachable, approachable, not that you are far away from the team, apart from the team, or part of the team, but you have your own executive presence. When you walk in, it appears somebody has come. You don't have to speak much, speak less. And advocacy, when asked, how you react, how you tell people. So you can improve your personality and executive presence right from here on. So work on a few things in the next few months. Gravitas, watch it carefully, how you are moving consistently. Communication, how beautifully you can communicate and how you appear in front of others. So these are important skills, and I hope that my video today is going to help many of you actually in this area. And I'm hoping to hear from the leaders and managers. And for more on this, I will definitely get back to you. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.